Friends, for laws to keep up with the changing world, not just in India but elsewhere as well, we either need to amend the essential laws given the plethora of changes in the arena of information technology, media, commerce, and the rest of the arenas. Certainly we need to change laws, we need to replace many laws with the new laws. Therefore, that vision, especially that future-proof vision, must be the essential priority of the governments today. As far as It.It 2000 is concerned, see, there is a sea of change in the arena of information and technology. Lot many changes are changing, that too at an unimaginable pace. And today we can realize we certainly need new regulations that were not even in the imagination while framing the earlier laws. We certainly need to understand there are amendments needed, there are new laws needed. The new law that is coming right now in the shape of the draft first for suggestions is Digital India Act 2023. Because the earlier law, It.Act 2000, has now many loopholes that were not there when that particular law was framed. Right from commerce to e-commerce, right from OTTs to gaming and social media, digital media, from financial assets, physical assets to virtual assets, regulations have to come, friends. And that's why changes are needed, future-proof laws are needed. And who is going to frame the future-proof laws? And for that, what's needed? Essentially, that vision, essentially that intellectual capability, essentially that rich human resource, essentially that rich legal vision, that is certainly needed. Here's a friend, Mir Amir, because we will take your information completely. If you are a Kashmiri, then do our language. Yes, proud to be a Kashmiri. My dear Amir, this is, as you know, for the larger audience who get connected all the way from Africa and watch videos, either on my YouTube or here. That's why I do have to restrict myself, and it doesn't necessarily mean that I don't love my language. Mother tongue is always special. However, in order to reach out to more people, we at times need restrictions, we at times need to speak in the language. See, language is not the problem, in the language that reaches more. And we will certainly do another session on Kashmiri language, and I can speak on these laws. And though I'm not a legal expert, but from a sociological perspective, we can draw on these and speak on these aspects. Particularly what I mean to say at this juncture, this came in the meantime, what I mean to say that world and its institutions are changing fast. For example, in the recent past, we had not even heard about virtual assets, virtual properties, and then the crypto, Bitcoin, and scores of other virtual currencies dominated. Therefore, new changes are emerging day by day, and the legal side is there at its physical position only, and it's not much developed. Therefore, at times laws outlive their utility. And we need to see that in the futuristic perspective as well. And here in the country, especially when it comes to sedition and other laws. There are many laws still prevalent of the times of the British colonial rule. And therefore, on the legal front, much changes, many more changes, and swift changes need to be there. The laws need to be there. After all, what are the laws for? Laws are for the people. People is comfort, people is safety, people is, discipline. The thing is that these laws should be relevant. These laws should be timely relevant. Today, in the arena of information technology, the laws that we have are not capable at all to deal with what? To deal with the realities that we see. There is morphing, there is phishing, there is doxing, there is a data leak. And data is the new oil. We do understand that. Therefore, earlier these things were not even in the imagination of the legal experts who framed these laws. And now we have deep fakes even. Somebody can form my video, can use my voice. It will be me speaking virtually, but it will not be me. The deep fake is taking it to another level, and artificial intelligence, since it has crept in, things have changed drastically. Therefore, what is the basic point here today is simply that we need futuristic laws. We need future-proof laws. And as we need assets that are technology-proof. Therefore, even in the phones, you must have seen the new versions get uploaded automatically from the headquarters of a particular phone company. In the same vein, we do need frequent amendments to relate to the present day world. We don't need laws that are still of the times of the British. We don't need laws that are 200 years old. We need laws that pertain to the society today, that relate to the society today, that are related to the society today. And for that, and it is harmful to people if laws are not relevant. It's certainly harmful, because these laws later get misused. Because the context of these laws, suppose 150 years ago or 100 years ago, was different. Today the society has entirely changed. Things have changed drastically. And many institutions have seen a sea change. Then why should laws be old? Laws too need to be relevant. I was speaking in the context of Information Technology Act 2000 that is soon getting replaced by a new law, that is Digital India Act 2023. Yet the draft is being prepared and it will come to the people again for suggestions, because there are many stakeholders involved. The stakeholders are digital intermediaries, social media intermediaries, OTTs, gaming, information technology, e-commerce, and the new fallout, that is cryptocurrencies. The whole financial intelligence today, it has to learn about altogether new things that they hadn't even heard of in the recent past. And it is not just restricted to our country. It doesn't relate to India only. It is relevant to the whole globe today, because wherever people live, they cannot follow the older laws, rather oldest laws, because there is a time and space problem, there is a context and text problem. That relevance has to be there. It was supposed to be a very short video, but I had to prolong it for the questions that were there. That's why particularly I was speaking on the relevance and irrelevance of older laws and need for the new laws, contemporary laws, fresh amendments that can enrich our legal framework in the country. And therefore, getting older laws getting replaced by new laws should not be a surprise, because we need these laws. Sedition as a law still continues. And why should we still follow a law? For example, IT Act 2000, that has now lot many loopholes. It cannot deal with crypto. It cannot deal with virtual assets. It cannot deal with the modern money laundering. It has lot many loopholes. Therefore, these things have to get changed from time to time. And the legal experts have a lot of role to play to come to the people, make them understand. It's not me, because I'm not the relevant expert for this to speak on the legal framework in the country, but I see it sociologically from my own subject. It's for the legal experts to come through the via media of social media and other digital platforms and speak to people, make them understand about the irrelevance of older laws and need for new laws, like Digital India Act 2023. That is coming soon, maybe after July. The draft will be ready and it will come for suggestions. Now, there is a last thing that I would try to explain is the safe harbor concept. The safe harbor was simply the formula or an escape by the bigger social media intermediaries and other intermediaries in India, that whosoever posts whatsoever on their platform, they are not liable to be prosecuted. I entirely disagree with the formula, because social media and other intermediaries earn billions of dollars in India. Because India at the moment is more than 850 million users on the internet. The world's largest internet democracy, the world's largest digital democracy, I must say. And therefore they earn, and for me, it seems free, but they earn out of it. Therefore, they must be made liable, given the scores of hate crimes, given the scores of hate speeches, fake news, rumor mongering, misinformation, disinformation, morphing, doxing, phishing, catfishing, online trolling, and stalking, online stalking. Lot many issues that have now emerged and that have taken our crime graph to the optimum, and that shames us internationally, given such a crime graph, given such a huge crime graph. And that's why India needs an act like this. These intermediaries need to be made responsible for what people post on these platforms. Because who will do the fact checking? When you appear in an exam as a student, does it mean that you can write whatever you want to write? No, because someone is there to evaluate. Fact checking is necessary everywhere, be it social media or any other digital intermediary. Fact checking is a must, and people should allow fact checking so that fake news, hate crime, hate news, propaganda, Islamophobia, and lot many issues can be curbed. Online crime is at its optimum now, and financial irregularities, virtual assets and money laundering is at its optimum. Who is going to look after that? Who is going to see that? That's why the draft may come for the people's suggestions, and such acts are welcome that foster safety of the citizens of India. Thank you. Thank you for this session, and thank you for joining in.